Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So, are you ready to rock?
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Came in last night about 10:30. Woman of mine wouldn't let me in. Said move it on over, rock it on over. Move over, little dog, 'cause a big old dog's moving in. She told me not to mess around. I done let the deal go down. Moving on over, sliding on over. Move over, nice dog, 'cause of me no dog's moving in. She changed the locks on my back door. Now my key don't fit no more. Moving on over, yeah, easy on over. Move over, skinny dog, 'cause a fat dog's moving in. Lonesome George. She can crawl back to me begging on her knees. Travis sitting home just a scratching fleas. Moving on over, scooting on over. Move over, old dog, 'cause a new dog's moving in. Woo! Ah, yeah. Well, listen to me, dog, before you start to whine. That side's yours and this side's mine. Moving on over, rock it on over. Move over, little dog, 'cause a big old dog's moving in. Oh, yeah. Well, the doghouse here is kinda small. It's better than no house at all. Moving on over, sit sliding on over. Move over, nice dog, 'cause the mean old dog's moving in. Girl, moving on over, moving on over, moving on over. Rock it on over. Move over, KotH dog. The hot dog's moving in. Yeah. Woo!
In 1947, an alien spacecraft crashed in the New Mexican desert. The following musical excerpt was found in their super advanced quadraphonic in-dash audio system. Enjoy. Sure, I've been abducted. Heck, we've all been abducted. The trick is to keep them from reading your thoughts. I wear a hat and try to remain thoughtless at all times.
Everywhere I go, someone's trying to be my girlfriend's best friend. I'm trying to pretend I'm relaxed, but I'm playing castanets with my knees. I try to be cool and give her space, but a guy's always there ready to jump right up and take my place. Everyone in this room seems to want to make a big fool out of me. Everybody open your mouth. Everybody just say ah. Everything'll be alright if you play along. Everywhere I go, there's someone in a trench coat staring at me. When I'm not at home, I'm sure someone's rummaging through my trash. Whatever could they want from me? Is it just a part of a giant government conspiracy? I gotta go see my doctor about this itchy pentagram-shaped rash. Everybody open your mouth. Everybody just say ah. Everything'll be alright. This won't hurt at all. Turn it up. Everybody get in line. Everybody turn and calm. Everything'll be alright if you just lay off. Dictate a memo to myself. Try to find if I'm the only one in complete health. Consult contemporaries if there's some to see. There really isn't anyone who's in my league. Every night at Lane, someone thinks they've got a fine beat on me. I try to take 3 deep breaths as I lock in on my minivan. Everyone says I'm looking great, but it's hard to stand up, let alone to try to concentrate. I wish that everyone that I knew hadn't sold out to the man. Everybody open your mouth. Everybody just say ah. Everything'll be alright. This won't hurt at all. Everybody get in line. Everybody turn and calm. Everything'll be alright if you just lay. Everything'll be alright if you just lay. Everything'll be alright if you just lay off.
One, two, three, four.
Early in the evening, just about summertime, over by the courthouse, it's starting to unwind. 4 kids on the corner, trying to bring you up. Willie picks a tune out and he blows it on the horn. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the blue boys are playing, bringing nickel tap to feet. Rooster hits the washboard, people just gotta smile. Blinky thumps a gut bass and he solos for a while. Poor boy twangs the rhythm out on his Kalamazoo. Willie goes into a dance and he doubles on kazoo. Down on the corner.
Man, you don't talking they don't understand any dang word you're talking about in that old song, man. You gonna have them poor boys in there down on the corner, man. They gonna get them old Mavericks, man. You gonna get if you don't enunciate, man. You gotta understand what you're talking about, man.
Across a crowded room when the cameras went from wide to zoom and caught you in the act. Well, now you got something we could really use if we could get you on the evening news and spruce up the facts. We go straight to the moon, planting the seeds and then watching them bloom. Strange, what gets thrown up comes right back down again. I snuck out the back with Nancy and the Philistines. Quotes from Rolling Stone magazine dribble from her mouth. Oh, now, please don't tell me. Let me have this one surprise. If I come back a million years from now, can I keep my scalp? I go straight to the moon, planting the seeds and then watching them bloom. But isn't it strange? Once it goes out, it comes right back again. Ooh, we go straight through the moon, turn on the TV and you're in the cartoons. Once it goes out, it comes right back again. We're cooking spirituals, open up the secret door, and now the truth is out. What are we gonna do about it? On second-hand information, sycophantic recreations. I've been down with the swine. Yeah, well, I rolled up my sleeves and I took off my good shoes. You can't get in and get loose without getting dirt in your eyes. Ooh, we go straight to the moon, planting the seeds and then watching them. Up, it comes back down again. Ooh, it's too much too soon. Turn on the TV and I'm in the cartoons. Ooh, isn't it strange? What gets thrown up comes right back down again.
I'd like to introduce a song from one of my favorite singers, Brooks. Now, in a remarkable coup, I was able to bring in another of my favorites, Dunn, to record with him. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, Brooks and Dunn.
Seems like yesterday, but it was long ago. Janie was lovely, she was the queen of my nights. There in the darkness with the radio playing low, and the secrets that we shared, the mountains that we moved, caused like a wildfire out of control. There was nothing left to burn and nothing left to prove. I remember what she said to me, how she swore it would never end. I remember how she held me so tight. Wish I didn't know now what I didn't know then. Against the wind, we were running against the wind. We were young and strong and running against the wind. The years rolled slowly past. I found myself alone, surrounded by strangers I thought were my friends. I found myself further and further from my home. I guess I lost my way. There were so many roads. I was living to run and running to live. Never worried about paying or even how much I owed. Moving 8 miles a minute for months at a time, breaking all the rules that were bent. I began to find myself searching for shelter again and again. Against the wind, a little something against the wind. Well, I found myself seeking shelter against the wind. What to leave in, what to leave out. Against the wind, I'm still running against the wind. But I'm older now and still running against the wind. I'm older now and still running against the wind. Against the wind.
Didn't I make you feel like you were the only man? Didn't I give you everything that a woman possibly can? Each time I tell myself that I can stand the pain, you hold me in your arms, and I'll say it once again. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby, yeah. Take another little piece of my heart. Oh, oh, oh. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. You know you got it if it makes you feel good. You're out on the street looking good, baby. Deep down in your heart, you know that it ain't right. Oh, you never, 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 never hear me cry. Cry, no, I cry all the time, yeah. Each time I tell myself that I can stand the pain, you hold me in your arms, and I'll say it once again. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby, yeah. Take another little piece of my heart. Oh, take it. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. You know you got it if it makes you feel good. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, you take a piece of me when you take my heart. Oh, baby. You know you got it if it makes you feel good. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Yeah. Take another little piece of my heart. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. You know you got it if it makes you feel good. Yeah. Take a piece of my
Watch out now.
Well, the bigger the city, the brighter the lights, bigger the dawn, harder the bite. I don't know where you've been last night, but I'm thinking, mama, that you ain't doing right. Said I know a little, yeah, I know a little about it. I know a little, I sure know a little about it. I know a little about love, and baby, I guess the rest. Well, I don't read that daily news, 'cause it ain't hard to figure how people get the blues. 'Cause they can't dig what they can't use. If they stick to themselves, they'll be much less abused. Said I know a little, Lord, I know a little about it. Yeah, I know a little, I know a little bit about everything. I know a little about love, and baby, I guess the rest. That's right.
mama, give me all you can. Do right, baby, by your man. Don't worry, mama, teach you all I can. Said I know a little, yeah, I know a little about it. Yeah, I know a little, I know a little bit about everything. I know a little about love, and baby, I guess there is. Said I know a little, well, I sure know a little about it. Yeah, I know a little, yeah, I sure know a little about it. I know a little about love, and baby, I guess there is. Said I know a little about love. Baby, I want your best.
Find out what your niche is, because that leads to riches. Beer from a can always tastes 2 degrees cooler than beer from a bottle, even if they're the same temperature. I don't know why, I'm not a physicist, but I am a beer drinker. Never drink anything with an umbrella, a fruit wedge, or a plastic monkey in it.
Remember, butter first, milk second, then add the cheese powder.
Inhale deeply and often. You're paying for the nicotine, you might as well get the most out of it.
Don't be the type of person who sits around talking about his own genitalia.
I tell you what you do, man. You go take a little old dollar bill, man, and right around there with George Washington, I draw one of them cartoon balloons around there. And him talking about him saying, "Hey, man, I go him." They don't, just pass around, go spin.
Enjoy your body. Use it everywhere you can. Feel good about your body. Show it to everyone.
Your feet are not as big as you think they are.
Enjoy your body. Almost any part can make a fart noise. In between your toes. Behind your knee. Inside the elbow. Even behind your ear. From your chin to your neck. And of course, you have your armpit.
Always read the directions. Enjoy your spatula. Use it everywhere you can. If it rusts, don't be afraid of what people think of it. It is the greatest instrument you will ever own.
Write your locker combination where you'll remember it, but not inside your locker.
Love your sins. Them's the only ones you got, and you'll miss them when they're gone. Dance! I said dance, monkey. Dance! I said dance, monkey.
Do one thing every day that scares somebody.
Dance! I said dance, monkey.
Go to the bathroom every chance you can.
Read a book, hillbilly.
Don't trust a man who spends more than $10 on a haircut. Buy American, even if it doesn't work as well.
Be kind to your wife. You may never know when she just might leave you for no reason.
Do not read beauty magazines. They will only make you feel sorry for those skinny little drugged out models.
Mow against the grain. My lawn is my flag. It tells the world, here lives a competent, trustworthy salesman of propane and propane accessories.
Dance, even if you have nowhere to do it but your own living room, alone with a mop.
Never throw out an old comb. A comb is one tool that lasts a lifetime.
Set aside time every day to check if your fly is up.
Don't go to therapy. It'll only screw you up more. Don't waste money on fancy soap. Never ever trust a man who is wearing a beret. If there's a better friend than a roll of duct tape, I'd like to meet him.
I tell you what, man, one thing about any kind of relationship, there's dang on communication. is the most important thing that anybody gonna have. I tell you what, man, on the dang, what we have here is a failure to communicate.
Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gon' do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go, and a short time to get there. Where eastbound is, watch your bandit run. Keep your foot hard on the pedal, so never mind them brakes. Let it all hang out, cause we gotta run to Maine. The boys are thirsty in Atlanta, they got beer in Texarkana, and we'll bring it back no matter what it takes. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gon' do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go, and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound as I watch your bandit run. Short time to get there. Where eastbound is, so watch your bandit run. Oh, Smokey, goddamn, is on. He's hot on your trail, and he ain't gonna rest till you're in jail. So you got to dodge him, you got to duck him, you got to keep that diesel trucking. Just put that hammer down and give it hell. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gon' do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go, and a short time to get there. Where eastbound is, watch your bandit run.
It's got a good beat. I could kill bugs to it.
She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus and America too. She's a good girl, crazy about Elvis, loves horses and her boyfriend too. It's a long day living in the cedar. There's a freeway running through the yard. He's a bad boy, 'cause he don't even miss me. He's a bad boy for breaking my heart. And I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. All the vampires are walking through the valley, move west down Ventura Boulevard. All the bad boys standing in the shadows. All the good girls are home with broken hearts. And I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. Free
This is a duet. Bobby and I each got to pick a singer, so here's Willie Nelson and some shady-looking punk that Bobby likes.
It's Mark McGrath of Sugar Ray. His name is not Sugar Ray.
Yeah, well, he's a lucky man to be singing with Willie. So I'd like to ask everybody to pull your trucks off the road and turn off your CBs for this one.
If you had not fallen, then I would not have found you. Angel flying too close to the ground.
And I patched up your broken wing, hung around a while. Trying to keep your spirits up. And your fever down.
And I knew someday that you would fly away. For love's the greatest healer to be found. Leave me if you need to. I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground. Rather see you up than see you down.
So leave me if you need to. I'll still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground.
Leave me if you need to. I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground.
If you liked that song, you'll love Dale's Dead Bug, a full-service exterminating company. And we're more than dead bugs. Got a problem raccoon, roach, silverfish, termite, rat, squirrel, not flying? I don't like them flying squirrels, and I will not spray a bat. Bats are vampirical by nature. Ask about our line of cruelty-free pesticides.
You know, when I first discussed this King of the Hills CD with the folks over there at Elektra Records, I suggested doing a song called Teddy Bear by the great Red Sovine. Well, they all sort of chuckled and snickered, which I took to mean that they didn't care much for Red Sovine or his music. But then I pointed out that King of the Hill is my show, and I could pull the plug on this project at any point. So, long story short, they agreed, and I will now sing for you one of the greatest songs ever written, Teddy Bear by Red Sovine. I was on the outskirts of a little southern town, trying to reach my destination before the sun went down. The old CB was blaring away on Channel 19 when there came a little boy's voice on the radio line. And he said, "Breaker 19, is anyone there? Come on back, truckers, and talk to Teddy Bear." Well, I keyed the mic and said, "You got it, Teddy Bear." And a little boy's voice came back on the air. "Appreciate the break. Who we got on that end?" I told him my handle, and then he began. "Now, I'm not supposed to bother you fellas out there. Mom says you're busy and for me to stay off the air. But you see, I get lonely and it helps to talk, 'cause that's about all I can do. I'm crippled and I can't walk." I came back and told him to fire up that mic, and I'd talk to him as long as he liked. "This was my dad's radio," the little boy said, "but I guess it's mine and Mom's now, 'cause my daddy's dead. Dad had a wreck about a month ago. He was trying to get home in a blinding snow. Mom has to work now to make ends meet, and I'm not much help with my 2 crippled feet. She says not to worry, that we'll make it all right, but I hear her crying sometimes late at night. You know, there's just one thing I want more than anything else to see. Oh, I know you guys are too busy to bother with me, little crippled boy, but you see, my dad used to take me for rides when he was home, but I guess that's all over now since my daddy's gone." Not one breaker came on the old CB as that little crippled boy talked with me. I tried hard to swallow a lump that just wouldn't stay down as I thought about my own boy back in Greenville town. Dad was gonna take Mom and me with him later on this year. Why, I remember him saying, "Someday this old truck will be yours, Teddy Bear." But I know I'll never get to ride an 18-wheeler again, but this old bass will keep me in touch with all my trucker friends. Teddy Bear's gonna back out now and leave you alone, 'cause it's about time for Mom to come home. But you give me a shout when you're passing through, and I'll sure be happy to come back to you. Well, I came back and I said, "Before you go, 1010, what's your home 20, little CB friend?" Well, he gave me his address, and I didn't once hesitate, 'cause this hot load of freight is just gonna have to wait. I turned that truck around on a dime and headed straight for Jackson Street, 229. And as I rounded the corner, oh, I got one heck of a shock. 18-wheelers were lined up for 3 city blocks. Why, I guess every driver for miles around had caught Teddy Bear's call, and that little crippled boy was having a ball. For as fast as one driver would carry him in, another would carry him to his truck and take off again. Well, you better believe I took my turn at riding Teddy Bear. Giving a ride to Teddy Bear. And then I carried him back in and put him down in his chair. And buddy, if I never live to see happiness again, I want you to know I saw it that day in the face of that little man. We took up a collection for him before his mama got home, and each driver said goodbye, and then they all were gone. He shook my hand with a mile-long grin and said, "So long, trucker, I'll catch you again." Well, I hit the interstate with tears in my eyes. I turned on the radio and I got another surprise. "Breaker 19," came a voice on the air. "Just one word of thanks from Mama Teddy Bear. We wish each and every one a special prayer for you, 'cause you just made my little boy's dream come true. I'll sign off now before I start to cry. May God ride with you. 10-4 and goodbye."
I killed 50 men. Where's my free ride?
West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me in Rosa's cantina. Music would play and Felina would whirl. Blacker than night were the eyes of Felina, wicked and evil while casting her spell. My love was deep for this Mexican maiden. I was in love, but in vain I could tell. One night a wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind. Dashing and daring, a drink he was sharing with wicked Felina, the girl that I loved. So in anger I challenged his right for the love of this maiden. Down went his hand for the gun that he wore. My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. Handsome young stranger lay dead on the floor. Just for a moment I stood there in silence, shocked by the foul evil deed I had done. Many thoughts raced through my mind as I stood there. I had but one chance and that was to run. Out through the back door of roses I ran, out where the horses were tied. I caught a good one, it looked like it could run. Up on its back and away I did ride, just as fast as I could, from the West Texas town of El Paso out to the Badlands of New Mexico. Nothing is left. It's been so long since I've seen the young maiden. My love is stronger than my fear of death. I saddle up and away I did go, riding alone in the dark. Maybe tomorrow a bullet will find me. Tonight nothing's worse than this pain in my heart. And last, here I am on the hill overlooking El Paso. I can see Rosa's cantina below. My love is strong and it pushes me onward. Down off the hill to Felina I go. Something is dreadfully wrong, for I feel a deep burning pain in my side. stop to rest. I see the white puff of smoke from the rifle. I feel the bullet go deep in my chest. From out of nowhere, Felina has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side, cradled by two loving arms that I'll die for. One little kiss. And Felina, goodbye.
Now, I fell in love with a girl from El Paso. Actually, it was the girl on the label of the old El Paso hot sauce, but she broke my heart.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's Luann. I got a story for everybody. Let me have your ears for a moment. Listen carefully, listen children to a story that was written long ago about a kingdom on a mountain and the valley folk below. On the mountain was a treasure buried deep beneath a stone, and the valley people swore they'd have it for their very own. Go ahead and not yet, go ahead and hate your neighbor, go ahead and cheat a friend. Do it in the name of heaven, you can justify it in the end. There won't be any trumpets blowing come Judgment Day, on the bloody morning after. One tin soldier rides up the way. Listen to this. So the people of the valley send a message up the hill, asking for the buried treasure, tons of gold for which they kill. Came an answer from the kingdom: with our brothers we will share all the secrets of our mountain, all the riches buried there. Yeah, congratulations! Now the valley cried with anger, Mount your horses, draw your swords, and they killed the mountain people, so they won a just reward. Now they stood beside the treasure on the mountain, dark and red. Turned the stone and looked beneath it. Peace on earth was all it said. Go ahead and hate your neighbor, go ahead, shoot a friend. Do it in the name of heaven, you can justify it in the end, just try. There won't be no trumpets blowing come the Judgment Day, on the bloody morning after. Ooh, one tin soldier rides away. with men and women and children and animals and birds and fish and even objects that aren't breathing too. Am I finished?
Well, that was very nice, Luann. You gotta love Billy Jack. He wasn't looking for trouble. And now, here's what you really bought the album for, our theme song. And if it makes you hungry to watch the show, look in the TV guide. It's on somewhere in America, sometime.